If you like sci-fi TV shows and movies, well, this video is definitely for you. Welcome to the 6th episode of Box Office, where we talk movies and TV series. Now, in case you're wondering who this is, well, obviously, it's your girl Jessie, bringing you some of the coolest TV series and movies and talking about it, giving you some quick, spoiler-free movie reviews, and persuading you to watch it. Now, I got something special today. Now, usually I talk about one movie and I talk about how I feel about the movie and then I just leave. But this time I'm going to talk about 4 of my favorite TV series, well, science fiction TV series to be precise, and I'm going to tell you why you should definitely be watching them if you aren't. But before we move on to the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and also click on that little notification bell button so you'll be notified if we post more videos like this. Let's get to the video. Now, series number 1, Dark Netflix. Now, I know for a reason that this show probably popped up on your suggested watches on Netflix, but most of y'all chose not to watch it, and that's because you're lame. Just kidding. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely go check it out, okay? Because it's amazing. Now, it has an IMDb rating of 8.7 and a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 95%. So, obviously, it's a good series. And it has 3 seasons and it's a German science fiction thriller. And the plot basically revolves around 2 children who go mysteriously missing in the woods. And as their families begin to look for them, it kind of unravels the sinful past of that particular town. And it also explores the fractionated relationships of the families, of the 4 particular families living in that town. And it has a lot of puzzling twists, a lot of disturbing truths. I love this because now, for example, if you're someone who's into time travel and supernatural beings, well, this is the series for you because it explores time travel and hence why it's deemed as a science fiction. So if you're someone who's into time travel, you should definitely go check Dark out and let me know how you found it. Series number 2, Black Mirror. Now, I know for a reason that a lot of people watch Black Mirror. It's relatively popular compared to a series like Dark Netflix, and it has 6 seasons, an IMDb rating of 8.7 and a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 82%. So once again, great. Now, Black Mirror is a mind-bending anthology series that explores some of humanity's worst traits along with novel technologies. Now, the special thing about this series is that each episode is standalone and can be watched in any order, and it explores certain things like creating new technologies. Now, the entire show is set in a dystopian-like setup with novel technologies, and certain technologies involve how to control the mind or the body with little concern for the morality of these things. Now, some of the recurring themes in the series are data privacy and surveillance, consumerism, individualism, virtual reality, and contemporary social issues. So obviously, if you are into those themes, you should definitely watch Black Mirror. And if you watched Black Mirror before, well, I like you. Series number 3, Manifest. Now, this is my all-time favorite series and I cannot explain how much I love it, okay? And it has an IMDb rating of 7.1 and a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 72%. Now, this series it has 4 seasons and it basically revolves around 191 passengers of Montego Air Flight 828, if I'm not mistaken. So these passengers, they mysteriously go missing when the flight experiences some kind of turbulence, and they go missing for 5 years and they return after 5 years. And the crazy part is they haven't aged a single day. So they look as they were when they were 5 years before. And when they come back, their families see them, their friends see them, and they kind of have a really difficult time reintegrating themselves into society, given the fact that they haven't aged a day in their world. But in reality, they've been gone for 5 years. And when their families got to know about it, they were completely surprised. Now, this series was inspired by the missing Malaysian Airlines flight 370 in 2014. And now, as these characters try reintegrating themselves into society, they kind of start to unravel the mysterious, disturbing truths behind why this happens. And also the main character, Michaela Stone, who is a detective in the story, she kind of feels like she has some sort of supernatural power. She experiences certain things, certain voices in her head that tell her what to do and what not to do, and these are supernatural voices, and it actually helps her get herself out of trouble and save other people from trouble most of the time. Now, if you're someone who's into these kinds of conspiracy theories, obviously, with regards to missing aircrafts, and also a little bit of science fiction, you should definitely watch it because it is the bomb, okay? Series number 4. Now, this one's a good one because Pedro Pascal is starring in it. Mr. Pedro. So you know it good. So it's obviously The Last of Us on HBO Max, and it has only one season so far because it premiered this year in 2023. Now, if you're wondering what this is about, obviously it's about a global pandemic, fungal infection basically, that ravages the entire planet. And the people who get infected with this fungus transform, basically the hosts, they transform into zombie-like creatures. And you have Joel and Ellie. So Joel is played by Pedro Pascal in the series, and he's a smuggler. And then you have Ellie, who is a 14-year-old girl who apparently has immunity to this fungal infection. So basically, she doesn't get it. Even if she gets infected, she cannot transform into a zombie. So what Joel does is he escorts this 14-year-old girl, Ellie, and the two of them embark on a mission that changes pretty much everything. Obviously, this series is like the highlight of science fiction this year. Well, we have come towards the end of this week's video. And if you haven't watched any of these 4 TV series, you should definitely watch at least one of them and let me know how you found it in the comments below. And if you already watched it, well, what are you waiting for? Let's talk about it. But also a little reminder that if you stuck throughout the end of the video, well, you're a real one. And make sure you like and subscribe if you really love this video. So I'll be back next week. Until then, stay tuned. But for now, it's me, Jessie, signing out. Peace.